Hey everybody, I know it's been a while. Welcome back. Took a little break on the channel. So some changes. You guys know we sold the cabin. That's been gone for a few months now. And we have been actively looking for a new place. And the market being, the real estate market in general being crazy all over Canada and Ontario specifically, of course with COVID still going on and people looking to escape the city and move out to sort of the more outdoorsy places with more space. It's been rather difficult to find a place. So after a few failed attempts, we finally got one, and here we are. So this of course brings us to a bit of a dilemma because obviously our old property had a log cabin on it, and the channel is called Cozy Cabin, and well this is not a cabin, it's more of a cottage space, which so the dilemma is, should we change the name of the channel, should we just start a new channel? I'm not sure exactly how to approach this and how to handle it. I mean, ideally I would like to stick with the cozy cabin theme, and there is some space on this property to actually build a cabin, and that's also a debate, but I don't think that's something that would happen immediately. It might take a couple of years to get there. But I think for the immediate, I will continue posting on this channel and kind of continue on with the cozy cabin theme. Of course, we have a Facebook page and a Twitter account and Instagram account. So as you can imagine, changing all that or starting from scratch would be quite laborious. So yeah, I would ideally like to continue here, but if you guys have any suggestions or thoughts around that, please post that in the comments. I would love to hear some ideas from you guys. But yeah, so this place a little bit bigger in terms of acreage, not a lot. That was sort of the compromise that we had to make. My wife really wanted waterfront, I really wanted acreage. You know, if you kind of want both, are either looking like way up north in terms of affordability, or yeah, you gotta spend like a couple $1,000,000 bucks, which is not something I can afford. So we compromise on this place. It's like just over 2 acres, but it is waterfront, so we're on a small lake up in sort of northeastern Ontario, Canada obviously, and it's beautiful. The waterfront is definitely a nice thing. You can get up on the water, go swimming, do some fishing and so forth. So you know, from that angle, it's great. The other thing too is, of course, you can see it's kind of breezy, and we typically have this nice breeze blowing off the lake, which is great because it keeps the bugs down. Although they still kind of manage to get in here from time to time, but it's definitely not as bad as it was at the cozy cabin before, where we were kind of landlocked and stuck in the bush, and that's sort of the prime area for flying insects, especially beginning of the summer, you know, kind of late May, early June. That's when the bugs are just almost unbearable. You know, obviously you have to prepare yourself and be fully dressed and wear a bug net and all that good stuff. Then you can actually venture outside, but without that, it's just not pleasant to be outside at all. So yeah, so maybe what I'll do is I'll give you guys a quick tour of the property, just so you can take a look and see what it looks like, and then yeah, happy to hear some feedback of what you guys think, whether or not we made the right choice or not. Right now, I'm liking it. We've we definitely had a lot less work to do here when we arrived, versus at the old cabin when we took possession. There was a lot of things in disrepair, kind of crumbling, and things were missing. There was no hot water, for example, so we had to, deal with those types of things. Whereas here, for the immediate need, the only thing that's really missing is a proper wood shelter, which is something that I will probably build in the fall. I'm sure you're aware, lumber prices are astronomical. The price of a 2x4 like tripled in the last 12 months, which is crazy. And of course, all the other lumber that goes with it. So I think that's probably the first thing that I'm gonna have to build here is a proper wood shelter. There is a wood stove at this place, so definitely there's a need for wood, and obviously you need to have campfires because, hey, the cottage experience is just not complete without without a campfire. So yeah, need a good place to store the wood. So without further ado, let's walk around and I'll show you guys what this place looks like. All right, so this is the main cabin, or the main cottage, not cabin. I gotta stop saying that. Here is a nicely screened in bug tent, so you can kind of hang out here when it gets really bad, or in the evenings when mosquitoes come out. Don't mind the mess here, we're still kind of unpacking and moving stuff around. But we got a nice deck, and of course the prime possession is this. So we're on it's a small lake. I apologize, I know it's windy, so it might be difficult to hear me, but the lake is fairly small. Not a lot of other cottages on it, which is obviously a good thing. We don't have to listen to crazy boaters and people on jet skis, although a couple people here do have jet skis, so they do zoom around on the lake and make a little bit of noise, but it hasn't been that bad. But overall it's pretty quiet. The lake isn't very deep. It's, I think, about 30 feet at its deepest, and I don't know if you can see kind of like out there and even here, like yellow tinge. So water here is actually pretty shallow. You can walk out to, and I don't know if the video will pick it up, but there's a white bottle kind of floating, so that's where it gets a little bit deeper. But yeah, it's nice. I think we have about 300 plus feet of shoreline, a couple of docks. So this dock here, and then there's another crumbling dock over there, and then our neighbor's dock is to the left, and there's some rock outcropping there. Great area for fishing. Lots of bass in this lake. Of course, they're not in season just yet because we're just at the beginning of June, but you can see them. They're spawning right now. You can see them jumping around and splashing. I heard there is pike in here, so we did kind of do some fishing for pike, but all we caught was bass, so had to obviously release that. And we're going to pause the fishing for another couple of weeks until bass are in season, and then carry on from there. So the property kind of goes behind those trees. There's like a little shed here just for all the water toys. No cottage would be complete without a hammock. You can chill here. There's beautiful sunsets actually on the lake, so the sun kind of sets just sort of in that area, so every evening you get a beautiful sunset. fire pit area is here, which is perfectly positioned because you can kind of sit by the lake and enjoy a campfire. And down there is a little path that leads to the lake, and you can use an ATV or whatever to launch a small boat, which is what that little aluminum dinghy, that's what that got into the water. And then on this side is a small little deck just kind of for barbecue and to hang out. And on this side behind the bug tent, which is actually really cool, is a double car garage, and above it is a 2-bedroom loft, so additional sleeping area for guests. The only thing that's missing in there is the bathroom, so what I was thinking is actually putting in a bathroom in there, and then we'd probably have to put in a second septic, which more than likely would go here, or maybe a holding tank. I don't know how. We'll have to hire somebody to come out and take a look and sort of give us some ideas of how best to approach this. But the garage itself and the loft are fairly new. They were just built a few years ago. And there's another garage. So this will be my workshop where I can mess around and do whatever I want. Make a mess, build some stuff, break some stuff. And there's another fire pit actually back there. A couple tent like garages, which I really have no use for. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. And the property goes kind of back that way towards the road. So there's, I would say, probably a good, I don't know, 400 feet before you hit the road. And of course this is the driveway that you kind of take in from the road. It winds a bit so you don't see the road, and you can hear cars a little bit. It's not a very busy road, but there is a little bit of traffic there. There's a car coming by right now. I'm not sure if you can hear that. And yeah, so for the time being, my wood pile is here. I just brought that in yesterday and stacked it. So yeah, and as you can see, the workshop roof is in some disrepair, so that will need to be redone before this winter comes. But I mean, other than that, that's really it. This is kind of the majority of work that needs to happen for now, and we can just kind of hang out and enjoy the place. You know, I mean, there's always little things to do here and there, but out of like the more major things, that's kind of it. So yeah, that's gonna be a short video. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any other filming for now until we kind of get settled in, and then I'm sure, you know, there'll be stuff that I'll be doing, so I'll definitely take videos of that. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I know things have been quiet for quite a while, but yeah, now we're here. So let me know what you guys think. If we made the right move or not. We'll probably end up sticking around here for a few years, and then we'll see. You know, I still have that dream of getting a property with bigger acreage. And that's still sort of the long-term goal, but I think for the time being we will stay here, and then we'll see what the future brings. So thanks for joining, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit the little bell thingy so you will get a notification every time we post a new video. And I look forward to seeing you guys here again next time. Take care.